morning. Nah, you don't gotta hold it. My boy Taylor's here. We are in sunny Southern California, checking in or dropping in on Luxon MX to check out their facility and kind of see some of the products that they have. Oh man, the sun is terrible right now. There we go, that's better. And talk to Billy and see what they have kind of going on and talk some 2025 plans. Hopefully show you guys some cool stuff, some things that you guys maybe don't know of, and some parts that they make that I don't think a lot of people know exist, which I think are pretty cool. So we're gonna go in, check it out. I'm gonna make sure Billy's okay with me filming. I don't wanna just go in and just start filming, but yeah, you ready?
It's your news, baby.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Billy White with Luxon MX. We're here today to do a little shop tour, show you guys around. So let's go out into the shop here. This is our laser etching station. So you can see there's a logo on the clamp here. All of our logos and marks are laser etched right here. We got bits and pieces of product over here. Some is fully assembled, ready to ship. Others are just parts ready to assemble. We got one of our main mills right here. This is going to be set up to run some linkages for Club MX Supercross. We got our other mill over here. It's currently setting up to run steering stems for our Gen 3 Pros. We just finished the finish machining of Gen 3 Pro clamps for KTM here. Across the way is a lathe, so all our steering stems are made on the lathe. Currently shut down as we just wrapped up a bunch. Okay, so we're gonna start this. It actually takes a probe and probes the parts so it knows exactly where they are. Has a really good idea of where they are now, but now it'll take this probe and touch off on the parts themselves, so it'll tell it exactly where they are so our bores line up with the rest of the geometry. So freshly machined parts come over here and they come into the tumbler. So that tumbles them around, knocks off all the little edges, and gives a little bit more of a polished surface. These are all ready to go to anodize, so the anodizer will do a final electro polish on top of that and then give it the color. Over here we got our recycling bins. These are full of chips. As we make parts, makes a lot of chips, they got to go somewhere. So we fill these up once a month or so, send them out to recycling. We got another mill right here. This is for bar mount production. Some manual machines over here for quick one-off parts. We got our bikes. So these are both my personal bikes. This is my current project bike in the works, the 150 KTM, and then my everyday riding bike, the 350 Husky.
This is one you crashed on, huh?
Yeah, I just had a crash at Paula, tore my hamstring and a few other things, so hopefully back up and riding within a month or so.
There we go.
We got our shipping area full of boxes. All your orders are boxed up right here. Pressing area for pressing in bearings. Currently doing a bunch of linkages and soon to be a bunch of triple clamps.
B-roll.
Another engineering office in here. And then in here we have our photo studio, 3D printer, and a bunch of computation power for our analysis. Some miscellaneous testing equipment. Similarly, the top clamp gets a insert that's eccentric. So 21-24 insert. And that fits in the top clamp here. And bolts right in, so we'd be at 21 offset in this case.
Ooh. There we go. So this is a Club MX set that you just have here.
Yeah, some people like this color, so we try and keep one in stock after we run it because it's a special anodized run. So the Pro clamps come with two different steering stems, so you get 21, 22, 23, and 24 millimeter offsets all in the same clamp. Comes with OEM Yamaha bearings, tie bolts, adjustable stiffness. So bar mounts, I'll show you a pair of these. These are our 4-post bar mounts for a Honda, but we make these for most all bikes. It's a rubber bar mounted system, except it's unique in that we solid mount to the triple clamp. So these are aluminum cones, and then our rubber mounts are these 2 posts here. The other side makes 4 posts. And what this does is it keeps the bars from twisting up in a crash or tip over. They physically cannot twist like they can in a stock triple clamp rubber mounted setup. So you maintain the nice shock absorbing and vibration absorbing nature of a rubber mount system without the downside of twisting up. So we have these available for most all OEM applications, and obviously for our triple clamps. So we do a lot of linkages as well. A lot of success with our KTM Husky gas linkages. So here is the latest 2025 KTM linkage knuckle. This uses OEM KTM bearings. It's a more progressive motion ratio, so it corrects the motion ratio of the rear end, allows you to run a lighter suspension setup at the initial stroke while still maintaining bottoming resistance. This is a single part. You don't need to buy a linkage arm or any other pieces. You just buy this. No spring rate changes, no valving changes, just some quick clicker adjustments, check your sag, and you have a better ride. 300 bucks. Turn to the link arm. So we also have a linkage arm. Our linkage arm is adjustable in length. So you use these inserts, and depending on which insert you have and which way it's flipped, it changes the linkage arm length. That changes the rake angle of the front end of the bike and lowers the rear just a touch. So you can adjust that so you have more rake, which will be more stability, or you can even go the other way 1 millimeter, which will give you a little bit tighter turn in for things like Supercross or those sort of applications. But it's all adjustable trackside really quick, so you can try different settings, see what's right for you. And finally, from a linkage perspective, we have our lightweight linkage race. So that completes the whole setup here. The linkage race itself is a hardened steel races on an aluminum carrier, so it saves a good chunk of weight. Anywhere you can save weight is added performance.
I love that it goes from a big ass block like this to that. Like, that's crazy to me.
Eventually this.
Yeah, eventually, yeah, eventually that. But you see it here, and it's, I don't know, just a big ass block of metal.
So we're located here in San Diego. We make everything that we can in-house, which is most all parts. Things like bearings, seals, and bolts we don't do here obviously, but all the clamps, all the machine parts are all made right here. USA made materials. So we try and keep as much USA as we can. If you guys have any questions, just reach out. All the contact info is on the website. Check out the website for everything you can buy. Lots of information in there, blog posts, all sorts of stuff. Give it a shot.